Hey there folks, I was asked to do a video on this topic just now in the comment section of my last upload, so I feel obliged to do this for the loyal Shangy fans that stick by me as I go from channel to channel. Oh, and if I sound funny to any of you, it's 'cause I'm sick. I've got the goddamn swine flu or something. I knew I shouldn't have gotten that vaccine. I avoided the swine flu hysteria where people were lining up in droves to get their fucking shots. I know it's baloney, but they were giving out free shots one day at work, and there's no need to protest or anything. No need to draw attention to myself and get into a thing about my opinions about getting the H1N1 shots. I just took the needle and kept my mouth shut. Flirted with the nurse, 'cause I'm a schmuck with a boner. She was surprising. She was dressed more like a burlesque dancer than a nurse, but who's complaining? But ever since I got these damn flu shots, I seem to be getting sicker more than before I got 'em. Anyway, the subject is child support. I feel the system as a whole in Canada, in the United States, and the UK, probably about everywhere else in the world, I think it's a fucking joke. Nothing more than fucking extortion. And I know I'm going to get a lot of crap about how it's in the best interest of children, but I don't give a fuck. I know it's just a load of horse shit, because the system is biased against men. The courts enable certain kinds of women, I like to call them whores, to use their children to collect off their ex-lovers. How disgusting that we live in a society where so-called family courts butt their pompous noses into the private affairs of its citizens. The courts don't even care if you're not even the biological father. Many men that have been duped into believing the legitimacy of their paternity, only to find out that they've been raising another man's kid, have been forced to pay alimony for kids that aren't even biologically theirs, because the courts have decided that since the man had formed a bond with them, like, what kind of shit is this? These kids could form a bond with their teachers or soccer coaches. Should we make them pay for other people's kids too? Who gave these people the authority to make dumbass decisions like that? Oh yeah, that's right. We the people, whom we elect and allow to control us. The sooner everybody wakes up and realizes that we don't need these motherfuckers, the better. Our system allows certain kinds of mothers leeway to exploit their own children, hold them for ransom. I was in court last year and I witnessed a lot of different cases being heard. One that stuck out for me was a man that was involved in some criminal activity. According to his lawyer, he was motivated to get a considerable amount of cash because his ex-girlfriend, the mother of his child, was demanding child support, and if he didn't follow through, he would lose access to his kid. A wave of disgust hit me when I heard that. Even the woman that was sitting next to me was disgusted too. And the point of this example is not to justify committing a crime to pay child support. The point is children should not be used as pawns to extort money from people. Yet that's what current child support system allows people to do. It's very common that the money isn't even being spent on the children, whose welfare this system is supposedly to protect. A lot of mothers out there are abusing the system, spending child alimony on their own entertainment, dropping the kids off at grandma and grandpa's house so they can go out and party. Men seem to have little say in these matters. Once a man gets a girl pregnant, his input is no longer needed. A woman has the choice of carrying or terminating the pregnancy, and what a man wants is irrelevant. He could want the baby, only to sit by powerless as his child is aborted. He may not even be ready to have children, but that's too bad, because if his lover decides to keep the baby, he could be forced to pay out the nose for the next 18 years of his life. There is no compromise. When she's making that decision, it's easier to choose to have the baby since she knows the daddy will be paying her way. Oftentimes, men are paying child support while at the same time being denied access to them. Divorced men are often finding themselves paying child support for children that are living with them. I would rather have fathers being able to buy things for their children that they need and actually support them. They shouldn't have their wages paid out to their mothers, where you don't know if it's actually going to these children or funding their next drinking binge. I often have this conversation with men I'm talking to. I remember once I was talking with a man and a woman overheard us and gave her 2 cents. She said that she was sick of people complaining about how unfair child support is, that the child support money is not just to support children, but maintain the overall household, including the rent, utilities, yada yada. My response was that if she couldn't afford the place that she was living at herself, then why the fuck is she living there? Why should a man be broke and homeless while he's paying for you to live comfortably and raise his children without him? Fuck you.